It was a night of glitz, glamour, and unexpected revelations at the 97th Academy Awards, held on Sunday, March 2, 2025, at the iconic Dolby Theatre. The atmosphere was electric, a shimmering tapestry of designer gowns, dazzling smiles, and the palpable buzz of anticipation as Hollywood's elite gathered to celebrate cinematic excellence. Yet amid the usual fanfare and red carpet splendor, one moment emerged that would forever alter the narrative of the evening: Sean Baker's acceptance speech for the Best Original Screenplay award for his film Anora. With a mixture of humility, gratitude, and a daring nod to those often pushed to the fringes of society, Baker dedicated his win to the sex worker community, a tribute that resonated like a clarion call across the industry. From the moment the stage lights illuminated the Dolby Theatre, every attendee knew that something extraordinary was on the horizon. For Sean Baker, a 54-year-old filmmaker known for his unflinching storytelling and bold cinematic choices, the Oscars had always represented more than just a night of accolades. They were a platform, a moment in time where the stories of the underrepresented could finally find their voice amid Hollywood's glittering narrative. And tonight, that platform belonged entirely to him. As Baker took the stage, the audience's applause was thunderous, a tribute not only to his cinematic achievements but also to the years of perseverance that had culminated in this unforgettable moment. With the award in hand and a sincere smile on his face, he began his acceptance speech with an air of disbelief that quickly transformed into heartfelt passion. "This is crazy. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you so much for this honor," he began, his voice steady yet trembling with emotion as he addressed the sea of cameras and millions of viewers worldwide. The words, simple and unadorned, were laden with the weight of his journey, a journey marked by artistic struggles, relentless dedication, and an unwavering commitment to telling the stories that matter most. But it was what came next that sent shockwaves through the audience and across social media. In a moment that epitomized both the vulnerability and strength of his creative vision, Baker turned his attention to a group of people whose voices had long been marginalized: the sex workers who had played a pivotal role in inspiring and informing the film Anora. "They have shared their stories, they have shared their life experience with me over the years," Baker declared, his eyes alight with a fierce respect that could be felt even through the television screens of millions. "My deepest respect. Thank you. I share this with you." This simple yet profound acknowledgement was not merely a footnote in his speech, it was a resounding declaration of solidarity with a community that, until now, had been relegated to the shadows of society's narrative. For Baker, this dedication was personal. It was a way of recognizing the bravery, resilience, and humanity of those who have too often been dismissed or misrepresented in mainstream media. In that electrifying moment, Baker transformed the Oscar stage into a pulpit for truth, a moment where art and life intersected in the most unexpected way. Anora is a film that defies easy categorization. It is raw, it is real, and it is unabashedly human. At its heart lies the story of the title character, a young woman portrayed by the mesmerizing Mikey Madison, who hails from the vibrant, tumultuous world of Brighton Beach, New York. The film follows her journey from the gritty underbelly of strip clubs to the dizzying heights of a whirlwind romance, a dramatic elopement with the son of a Russian oligarch, brought to life on screen by the enigmatic Mark Eidelstein. Baker's screenplay weaves together threads of resilience, love, and the quest for identity, creating a narrative tapestry that is as compelling as it is controversial. Baker's inspiration for Anora came not from distant observation, but from intimate, personal interactions. Over the years, he spent countless hours speaking with members of the sex worker community, women and men who, despite their struggles and the stigma attached to their work, possessed an inner strength and humanity that Baker found both humbling and inspirational. These stories of survival, defiance, and unexpected tenderness became the cornerstone of his screenplay. In dedicating his Oscar to them, Baker was not only acknowledging their contribution to his art but also shining a light on a community whose voices have been systematically ignored. The film itself has become a lightning rod for discussion. With its candid portrayal of life on the fringes of society, Anora challenges audiences to confront their own preconceptions and biases. It asks difficult questions about dignity, exploitation, and the right to self-determination in a world that is all too eager to judge. And tonight, as Baker stood before the Academy, his win was a victory not just for him, but for every individual whose story has been told in whispers and left untold in the glare of public scrutiny. The 97th Academy Awards were anything but ordinary. While the glitz and glamour of Hollywood's elite played out against the backdrop of carefully choreographed performances and meticulously curated speeches, Baker's moment stood apart as a raw and unscripted declaration of truth. In a world where every word is scrutinized and every gesture analyzed, his dedication resonated as a bold act of defiance, a statement that art, in its purest form, must serve as a mirror to society's deepest truths. Presenter Amy Poehler, known for her own sharp wit and impeccable comedic timing, was on hand to bestow the award upon Baker. Her presence on stage added an extra layer of gravitas to the proceedings, and her genuine enthusiasm for Baker's achievement was evident in the way she handed over the Oscar. Yet, it was Baker's own words and the sincerity behind them that stole the show. As the night wore on and the celebration of cinematic achievements continued, social media platforms exploded with messages of support, debate, and analysis. Hashtags dedicated to Baker's tribute, such as #SexWorkerSolidarity and #AnoraInspires, began trending globally, a testament to the profound impact of his words. Hollywood insiders, cultural critics, and everyday fans alike have been left to ponder the far-reaching implications of this moment. Was Baker's dedication a calculated risk, a deliberate move to shift the conversation towards issues that have long been sidelined, or was it a spontaneous outpouring of gratitude and respect? Many believe it was both a masterstroke of authentic storytelling and a heartfelt acknowledgement of a community that has, for far too long, been forced to exist on the margins of society. At its core, Baker's Oscar win is a celebration of representation. It is a triumph of storytelling that dares to illuminate the lives of those who live in the shadows. For decades, Hollywood has struggled with the challenge of portraying marginalized communities with the nuance and respect they deserve. Too often, stereotypes and oversimplified narratives have replaced the complex, multifaceted stories of real people. Baker's dedication to the sex worker community is a direct challenge to that tradition, a call for filmmakers and storytellers to dig deeper, to listen more intently, and to honor the lived experiences of every individual. In the context of Anora, the dedication takes on even greater significance. The film is not just a narrative, it is an archive of voices that have historically been silenced. It is an exploration of the human condition as seen through the eyes of those who have been discarded by mainstream society, yet who continue to possess an unyielding spirit of hope and resilience. Through its characters, Anora paints a picture of life that is as unpredictable as it is beautiful, as painful as it is uplifting. And by dedicating his Oscar win to the very people who inspired this vision, Baker has created a moment of catharsis, a moment that bridges the gap between the world of high art and the gritty realities of everyday life. As we bring this in-depth, sensational account of Sean Baker's historic Oscar win to a close, it is impossible not to feel the tremors of change that have begun to ripple through Hollywood and beyond. Baker's dedication to the sex worker community is more than a momentary flash in the pan, it is a milestone in the ongoing evolution of storytelling, a declaration that the true power of art lies in its ability to reflect and transform society. In that unforgettable moment at the 97th Academy Awards, as Sean Baker stood on stage with his Best Original Screenplay trophy in hand, he did more than accept an award. He accepted a responsibility to tell the stories of those who have been denied a voice, to challenge the status quo, and to usher in a new era of authenticity and empathy in film. His win, his speech, and his dedication resonate as a testament to the enduring power of cinema to shape our perceptions, to inspire us to question, and to remind us that every life, no matter how fraught with struggle, deserves to be celebrated. The road ahead may be fraught with challenges, but if there is one thing that this Oscar night has proven, it is that when art dares to speak truth, it can change the world. Sean Baker's legacy is now intertwined with the stories of those who have long been overlooked, and his moment on the Oscar stage will serve as a beacon for future generations of artists, activists, and dreamers die in the wake of an unforgettable night. As the lights dim and the echoes of applause fade into the annals of Hollywood history, one truth stands tall: cinema, in all its flawed and magnificent glory, is a force to be reckoned with. And tonight, Sean Baker reminded us all of that truth with a dedication that will resonate for years to come. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey through one of the most sensational and transformative moments in recent Hollywood history. This has been an in-depth, unfiltered look at the night Sean Baker redefined what it means to win an Oscar, a night when the true power of art shone brighter than ever before. Stay with us as we continue to follow the extraordinary stories behind the headlines. From the pulse of the red carpet to the quiet strength of communities whose voices are finally being heard, our commitment remains to bring you every breathtaking detail, every emotional revelation, and every groundbreaking moment as the saga of cinema unfolds.